If you've been stuck in that wait-and-see mode, hoping that mortgage rates will magically drop or that a wave of deals is coming, you're not alone. But here's the thing, the market isn't waiting for you. And today we're diving into the Denver, Colorado real estate market update for May of 2025. These real estate market numbers are going to show you exactly what's happening in the Denver metro housing market. And if you're thinking about making a move, now's the time for you to get strategic. The April CPI or Consumer Price Index numbers are in, and for once, they're actually encouraging. Core inflation rose just 0.2%, and over the last 3 months, we're seeing an annualized inflation trend of just 2.1%. Even Powell's favorite measure, the PCE or Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, which he regards as a more accurate reflection of inflation than the Consumer Price Index, seems to be cooling faster than my leftover coffee. Here are the numbers for you economists out there. April CPI is up just 0.2%. 3-month annualized CPI is 1.6%. Core CPI is flat at 2.8% year over year. CPE is up 0.2% month over month, the lowest 3-month trend since 2020, and wage growth is cooling. Here's what you need to know. Inflation is cooling. Core CPI held steady, and Powell's favorite metric, the CPE, is rising at the slowest pace in over 4 years. What's that all going to mean? Well, the Fed may finally have breathing room to cut the rates later this year. And while that's not guaranteed, it's the clearest sign yet that pressure cooker is cooling off. So what does this mean for you personally? Well, if you're waiting for rates to drop dramatically, you might still be waiting this fall. But the market's already adjusting and buyers are figuring out how to win right now. For all the drama that you can see in this mortgage rates graph, rates really haven't moved. They're stuck in the 6s with a few hiccups into the low 7s. And that may be the new normal for a while. So I've been telling my clients, stop waiting for the 5s. People who bought in the 6s are already building equity. And with seller concessions, I've even seen buyers land effective rates in the high 4s. Waiting might feel safe, but it's not always a smart move. In the meantime, our spring market is waking up. Take a look at these numbers. New listings are up 17.9% year over year. Pending contracts are up 4.8%. Closings are up 3.1%. Median price is $600,000, which is holding the same from this time last year, but up from March. Days on market are 13, which is down from last month's 19 days, and inventory sits at 13.3 weeks, the highest in 12 years. What does that mean for you? Well, buyers are out, sellers are listings, homes are moving faster than last month, but here's the kicker. About 60% of those closings include seller concessions, which means you can still buy smart, negotiate well, and come out ahead. I just had a closing where the buyer asked the seller for a concession to buy down the rate. This enabled her to lock in a home she never thought she could afford. Why? Well, because she stopped waiting. She used a seller rate buy down and took advantage of less competition. That same home would have had 15 offers back in 2021. Today, she was able to walk in with leverage and confidence. And that could be you too. Listen, I get it. If you're over 50 and you're thinking about moving on your own, especially after a loss or divorce, this decision is not just about the numbers. It's about timing. It's about emotion, safety, and maybe even legacy. And uncertainty can make it feel even harder. But here's the truth. We're not waiting on a crash. We're not going back to 3% mortgage rates, unfortunately. But we are in a window where you can negotiate, plan ahead, make a smart move, maybe even before the summer rush hits, or even strategize for the fall. Let's talk. This is a micro market game in 2025. Some areas are hot while others are softening. Even new home builders are starting to offer rate deals. On top of that, Colorado recently slipped off the top 10 inbound states list, and that's keeping prices from going wild like it did in 2021, which is great for strategic buyers like you right now. I'm Peggy Dursthoff with Live Denver Suburbs, powered by HomeSmart. I help women just like you take the next step with clarity, confidence, and maybe just a little humor. If you're wondering, should you wait or act now? Download my free guide below or reach out for a chat, because the next chapter of your life shouldn't be written by mortgage headlines. It should be written by you.